Finally. And I guess I should be happy, but I'm not. And I guess I should feel some sense of release, but I don't. Mind you, I take no pleasure in seeing you this way, no joy in witnessing your departure from this level of existence. It consumes a part of me that we were never able to come to terms. We should have been able to move past our differences. We should have been able to live and let live. This, I know, there is no winning and no losing in matters of family blood. It matters not a whit who fired the first shot, no one remembers anyway. But once the knives are out, once there's the smell of blood in the air, it is father against son, son against father, the old king against his heir, and hard words all around. You're goddamn right I blame you. You know how much the media loves a good fight, and you know how easy it is to manipulate them. And you certainly know how to craft a tight soundbite. What was it you told them? We love Davy, but we don't love what he's become. Why am I still Davy? I'm 34 years old. And who is this we person? When did the old king get his royal we? I had this dream. I was 4. And I mean, in the dream I was 4. I must have been about 16 or 17 when I was having it. Anyway, we're in a single-engine beach. Just you and I. We take off from Hammer Field in Fresno. We're somewhere out over the Coast Range. The engine begins kicking in and out. The smell of burning oil in the cockpit. And you shout, "I'm taking her down, Davy!" We break through the cloud cover, and I remember seeing black smoke, and you're pointing down below to a stream. "If I don't make it, Davy, don't stay with me. Just follow the flow of that stream. Do you hear me, Davy? Follow that stream." And I'm crying, "Okay, Dad, I promise. Just leave me, Davy. It's my time, nothing you can do. If not, God will send a search party." You were actually laughing. And then I hear you muttering as you work the controls. "Okay, Pete, let's see what you got." I hated that dream. I buried it deep. My psychiatrist said I repressed it. Well, ugh, of course I did. It needed repressing, deserved repressing. I don't need to be reminded that my being close to you entails being scorched in your sun. I mean, and in the end, aren't we all supposed to just be in orbit around you? Except for those who finally find a way to break free of the pull of your gravity. Another dream. We're in a car, you and I. And you're taking me to prison. I'm sitting next to you on the passenger side, and neither of us speaks. The road runs across a flat, featureless landscape, and we stop at a railroad track to let a train pass. And then we just drive on into the night. Now, my psychiatrist wondered if, while the car was stopped and I tried to run away, would you have tried to stop me? And I told him no. I said you would have let me go. I lied. Another lie. Joseph and I, living our lives together invisibly, just out of your reach, just under your radar, hoping someday you would change. Or if not change, then just die quietly, letting things sort themselves out naturally. I never wanted to be a poster boy. I never wanted to fight you, but regardless of what you kept saying, that Defense of Marriage Act you promoted, that reaches beyond the grave, and that is wrong. It is one thing for the old to dictate to the young, it is quite another for the dead to dictate to the living, and that is exactly what you intended. When that bill became law, you had your house set in order, man, so you could leave and nothing would change. Like a pharaoh in his pyramid. Yeah, so in the end, we fired our guns. No direct hits, but some nice stitching on the fuselage. You said of me, I love Davy, but we continue to disagree. And since this is a private issue, I do not wish to respond further. Every pause, every tilt of the head, every clearing of the throat, all too practiced, all too perfect. There was nothing private about this. It was public, it was political, and you intended it to be so. The people from Lambda called me every day. Make a statement, they said. Make a statement, David. See, they called me David. Someone finally called me David. So I said of you, his is a blind, uncaring, uninformed, knee-jerk reaction to a subject about which he knows nothing and wants to know nothing, and you deserve that. Because you used me. Finally, in my mind, I went back to the crash site. That smashed single-engine beach. I saw dried blood on the pilot's seat. The pilot's side door kicked open. And on the ground, 10 feet away, I saw an old weathered glove. That glove fit a man's hand. And in the cockpit, I saw parts of a little boy's skeleton. Some of the bones were missing. Rats and coyotes, no doubt. It told me what I already suspected. Davy died in that crash. And there hasn't been a Davy for a long, long time. But there's a David. And he's alive. And he's doing okay.